I love the way that life just, if you let it, it just keeps getting more and more exciting and genuinely keeps you guessing. Anyways, hello, and welcome to today's video. Today I am talking about the way life just keeps on changing and keeping stuff exciting, if you couldn't tell by the intro. I'm excited. I'm usually excited. Every once in a while I'm not excited, but it's actually more common than not that I'm excited, which is great news because it's basically me confirming to me that my goal of changing my anxiety to excitement has been very effective. Like around a year ago, I committed to rechanneling my anxieties into excitement, and I guess it's working really, really well. Anyways, so let's get into it. Back to one of my favorite topics, work. I love talking about work, which is, I think it's pretty cool because most people I feel like don't like talking about their work. Well, I mean, I guess it depends. So I feel like people that enjoy what they're doing like to talk about their work, and the people that don't only just like to complain about it. I love what I do because I choose to do work that I love. But I also choose to spice things up every now and then. And actually, more often than not, I don't generally keep a single job for very long before I'm either getting another job or experimenting with something else or just adding another job to a pile of several. There was a time when I had 5 jobs. It was really fun, very tiring, not great for a social life, but it was fun. But yeah, so let me actually give some details. So, as many of you know, I own a business selling Pokemon cards. That is what I've been doing full time for the last while. I love it. It's a lot of fun and I really enjoy it. And then some of you may also know that my husband also owns and runs his own business, which is super duper neat. It's such a cool dynamic to have both of us be business owners. So it's both of us are going through this journey of running our business, experimenting with things, figuring out what works and what doesn't, and just ultimately working to figure out what makes a business successful in both of our respective fields. And it is so cool to be able to share and be experiencing that at the same time as him, and we're both just figuring stuff out. Obviously our businesses are very different. His is more service-based and mine is all about selling goods. And it is so interesting to see how those differences, work within our businesses. But I am very excited because I'm going to be starting to help him with some more of the aspects of his business. Obviously, that doesn't make a lot of sense logistically when you look at it just from a general perspective. It's but Zell, you are so busy with your store. You barely can get your videos posted every day. Why are you looking for more work? Well, it's not necessarily that I'm looking for more work, but more so as that I'm trying to focus on focus on choosing to work on things that are beneficial to me and to my husband and to our future. And ultimately, I think helping him with his business, and don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm just dropping on my card stuff. I think for now it's going to be a once a week kind of thing. I'm going to have a day where I'm going to be helping him with his business and just having that day off from my card stuff, at least for the most part. If there's any big sales going on, obviously I'm still going to prioritize those over, helping with his stuff. But ultimately, the two of us have decided that long term we aren't planning on staying in Utah, and when we move out of state, I've been really stressed because it's going to be really difficult to move my card business because it's very established here in Utah, it's very comfortable, and it's going to be kind of complicated to restart in a completely different state. But his business is the main reason why we want to move states. His is going to be a lot easier to relocate, it's going to be a lot more beneficial, and it's going to be long-term just a wonderful thing. And don't get me wrong, long-term moving my card business to a different state would probably be good, but for the short term, it would be pretty bad. So I decided that because it's our goal to work to the point where we can move out of state, it makes the most sense to start working on contributing to what's going to get us out of state, which is his business. And so obviously this is kind of sad because it is taking me away from focusing on my card stuff, but it is important because it applies a lot more to my future as a whole. Like, we are both very, very business-minded people, and we're people that want to do things with our life and be successful and live a life that's out of the ordinary. And yes, selling Pokemon cards for a living is already kind of out of the ordinary, but it doesn't quite have the reach that I really want to achieve with my life. So it doesn't make sense to be doing that forever. And like, I'm not saying I'm gonna be done with Pokemon cards. It's just, maybe it's not gonna be my priority for a little while, and that's okay. So obviously, for now, it is still currently the priority, but I'm starting to, start to shift my focus to working on and helping with other things. And I'm honestly really excited about that because, like I said, it's kind of what's opening the possibilities to live the kind of life that I want to live, to have a bigger impact than just a little card shop. And obviously, there's a lot that I could do with my card shop that could have bigger reach, but it's like, I want to do something that's outside of just the Pokemon community. It's like, I want to be part of something that is going to benefit things on a wider scale. And so that's why it's like, it's okay to start giving a little bit of attention to other things. And I'm honestly really excited about it. My husband's business has to do a lot with media and marketing, and obviously I'm here on social media all the time posting stuff. So like, media and marketing is a great little area for me to be in. And there's going to be a lot of skills from my card shop that actually are going to transfer over to helping with that I'm really excited about, because it's like, I get to bring my expertise, my knowledge, my skills, and I get to look at a different situation, a different business, and see how I can implement those and use them to benefit that business. And that's one thing that I loved about some of the other places that I worked, is it's like, I could take the things that I already knew, the skills I already have, and the things that I was already really good at, and I could use those to benefit those businesses. And obviously, I could only do that to a certain extent. I never necessarily had leadership roles in the businesses that I worked for. I didn't really want to. But I still wanted to be involved enough that I could benefit the business and leave it a little bit better than it was when I came, which I definitely feel like I did with at least most of the places I worked for. So it's like, it's kind of exciting to be in a situation where I get to do that again. And obviously, it's like, ideally, I like to be my own boss, but the only other person that I would really like to have as my boss, because we're so like-minded, would be my husband. So I wouldn't mind working for him. But I feel like, it's not like I'm planning on working for him forever, like that being, the rest of my career plan. But it's like, I'm excited to have this opportunity to help contribute to his business, and who knows, I mean, best case scenario, I can get a little bit of his help with mine and maybe convince him to, be a little bit more interested in Pokemon, because that would just be kind of fun. But yeah, I'm honestly really excited about this opportunity to get to help with his business and to be like furthering something that's going to help us get to our bigger goals. And in the meantime, it's like I said, cards and Pokemon are still going to be my main priority, but it's like, it's cool to have something just a little bit different to focus on every now and then. And so yeah, next week I'm going to hopefully have a day where I can just focus on helping him, and we'll kind of see how it goes. Maybe it won't work out, but I have a feeling it probably will. So I'm excited for it, and it's going to be a fun little adventure. But yeah, that is all for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, especially if you want to see more of my content and more updates about my business and my husband's business and where we're going with it all. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.